We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle. Once again, I'll be joined with Nick. Eventually, he still coming home from class or whatever he's doing these days. But he will be here later on. We'll figure it out from there. I'm going to go ahead and delete all of his scroller stuff so I could have mine. But we got a decent sized NBA slate today for 11 games, and then 2 hockey games. So this is like a perfect day. Like no hockey, lots of NBA. So I'm excited for it. We'll see how it goes. But before we jump into today's slate, we'll go look back at what happened yesterday, what went right, what went wrong, and yesterday was a really, really good day. On the site, we went, I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2. 9 and 2 yesterday, so really good day. Only losers. The over in the Yotes game, Coyotes did their job. They scored 3. Florida put up 1. So that one was a loser. And then the over in the Kent State Ball State game, over 61.5. If Kent State was able to score, bring us into overtime, we might have had a shot, but just did not work out there. It happened. So those are the 2 losers. Winners last night, probably one of the easiest winners on the board was with Nick, because he had the under in the Philadelphia-New York game, and it went to overtime 0-0. Cash that one. Chicago came back after being down a bunch against the Brooklyn Nets. Miami came back after being down a bunch to Golden State. Oklahoma City came back from a bunch after being down to Orlando. All 3 of those cashing for a 3-0 NBA night. I believe that brings the NBA to, what was our year-to-date? Number 1 on the site, by the way, for the Earle Sports Bets website. And we are 47 and 41, up 10.6 units there. And then the other NHL plays, over in the Pittsburgh Penguins game was a nice casher. Under in the Islanders, over in the Stars, over in the Edmonton Oilers, and over in the Seattle Kraken. All of them hitting. So nice night from Nick as well. It puts Nick up into the positives now for hockey. 59 and 63, up 1.02 units so far now this year. So both NBA and NHL are both in the profitable. We're getting close with the NFL as well. There was no NFL games last night, but NFL on the site is actually doing quite. It is 45 and 48, down 3.16 at the moment, but we keep rocking and rolling with some NBA and NHL. And college basketball is 5 days away. I'm super excited. We'll go ahead and say hi to the chat where IceX is putting in a bunch of rats. Say, yeah, I know. You guys won. Good job. My parlays did not deserve all those Boston Bruins hits, but I'll take them. Yep. Come on, dude. Really? Oh, no. So, damn. Sorry. Okay. My boy Nick, 15 and 2 or 3 yesterday. But on the day Ian play my little off day. That's fair. That's fair. Caught the Bruins money line live and the Timberwolves plus 11. Did they end up covering the 11? I thought that was a lot more of a blowout than it was. I guess. Oh yeah, they lost by 9. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't bet that game. I was leading Minnesota, so I'll take it. The Sharks puck line wouldn't have hit. All right. Good morning. Good morning, occupancy. Welcome, welcome. And IceX is laughing. Oh, Nick's here. Good morning, Nick.
Yeah, sorry, I was setting up some of my stuff here.
You're good. Oh, good.
Just got home.
Well, I just went over everything from yesterday, so that worked out nicely.
Yes, I definitely wanted to recap yesterday because it was a good day.
You got, yeah, 100% wanted to recap yesterday.
Yes. Let me open up my book real quick and I can recap what happened yesterday.
Then SSG Landers first 5 minus a half at last second basketball covered it. Nice.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Sorry.
So yeah,
you wanted to talk for a minute?
Of course. I had one of my best days in a very long time. Yeah, I want to talk about it. I went 15-4 yesterday overall.
You lost 4 bets? Screw you, Nick. Come on.
I know. It was awful.
Unbelievable.
We'll start
lost 1 on the site.
Huh?
You lost 1 on the site, and that was it.
No, the second one was the Ball State over.
Correct. You lost 1 hockey play on the site.
Yes, because I had 2 losers in hockey last night. The other one was just a team total overplay. But in the MLB went 2-0 in the World Series game number 3. Phillies first 5 money line and team total over 3.5 was probably one of the easiest bets I made last night, or one of the easier cashes last night. They were up 7-0 at the end of the 5th. Tough break for over bettors in that game. If you had over 7.5 or over 8, it was 7-0 in the 5th and finished 7-0. And apparently in the first 5 innings, MLB told the Phillies it was the World Series. The Phillies heard home run derby. Unfortunately, I could not get Nick Castellanos to hit a home run after I forgot the guy's name. The one rapper died yesterday, so I threw $5 at Castellanos to hit a home run. It didn't happen. 4 of his other teammates did. I saw somebody had a parlay last night. They threw $100 down on a 4-player home run parlay with Harper, Schwarber, Marsh, and I forgot the other one, and cashed out for $100,000. Stupid. I need that luck. But the only thing that really went wrong last night, college football, Ball State team total over and full game over. They got 27 points. I needed 28. And the full game over 62 did not hit. I wish I just took the points with Ball State or the money line, because Ball State outright. In the NBA, I swept the board 1-0. Had the Suns -4. That was the only thing I saw value in.
That was a weird line. I'm happy I didn't pull the trigger because I was leaning Timberwolves.
Yeah, I really liked the Suns yesterday, and that was and then in hockey, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-2 overall yesterday in hockey. Rangers team total under 3.5 and the full game under 6. Easy winners there. Capitals team total under 2.5, full game under 6. Both winners there. One of my only losses with the Canadiens, team total over 2.5. They put up 1. But Boston, Pittsburgh over 6.5. Easy winner. LA, Dallas over 6. Winner. New York and Chicago under 6. Winner. Seattle, Calgary over 6. And I actually recommended alternative overs on Terry's show yesterday with that. You could have gotten over 7.5 at plus 240 in that game. I didn't bet it, but that would have cashed as well. Preds team total over 2.5, full game over 6.5. The game finishes 6-3. Winner on both. Devils team total over 3.5. Winner, full game over 6.5. Also a winner. That game finishes 5-2. Arizona, Florida over 6.5 was a loser, but I did make up for it in that game by if you follow me on Twitter, you would have gotten these plays as well. I got another 3 units of profit on props last night because I took Vamelka save props and laddered it from 34 over at least 34, at least 36, at least 38, and at least 40. And all those hit, and I profited 3.11 units from that. So overall, including my props last night, I made 14 units. So absolutely amazing way to start November. And a little bit of a lighter slate for me today, but definitely looking forward to it.
There you go. Awesome job, guys. Rode with you yesterday on some totals. Occupancy, you know what else? You know who else plays today? Furia does. You could take them to sweep at plus 166. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. I got double burned by the Flames. Didn't know it was Vander and losing to third stringer Joey Decord. Yeesh. I did land some nice same game parlays with the Wild, puck line, team total over, and Kaprizov.
There you go.
They won't be nothing compared to the real team that plays tonight, which will be the set. Seeing that it's a smaller slate in the NHL, Nick, we'll have you go first with the NHL. 2 games. We'll start off with this beauty because the Toronto Lowell Maple Leafs are 3-10 favorites with a total of 6.5. I'm guessing it's not Kata hot in net today.
It is not Kata hot in net today, no. It'll be Felix Sandstrom, and I thought we were going to be getting Eric Kallgren. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Kallgren in this game. I would not be also surprised if you saw Ilya Samsonov. I want to see if, because goalie post has Samsonov. Okay, now they have now Daily Faceoff has Samsonov as well. I have projected in my spreadsheets for Kallgren. I think regardless of the goaltender, I like the over in this game. And I know Toronto's been playing a little bit more of an over or more of an under game, but I have this game projected for 8.5 goals. I have this game projected 4.72 to 3.74 in favor of the Leafs in this game. So there's probably there's no value on the Leafs in this game. You would have to take a 4.5 for a team total over for the team total over would be a 4.5. You're getting plus 135 for it, but you're asking the Leafs to score 5 goals, which tonight is very possible because this is the second half of a back-to-back for the Flyers. I kind of am interested in the Leafs for that team total. I just took the full game over 6.5, which, wow, that line's plummeted. I got minus 126 this morning. It's plus 102 now, so that line's moved 30 cents. So maybe I'm going to put a hold on taking that Flyers team total over them, which is 2.5 at even money. I'm kind of interested in that as well. But for me, just for today, it's just the over 6.5 in this game.
There you go. But my favorite win was Arizona money line and puck line.
Hell yeah!
Slight sprinkle on Coyotes in regulation. Thank you, Vedzmelka.
Vedzmelka's a piece.
All right, Nick, ready for the future Stanley Cup champions? The Buffalo Sabres are hosting those Penguins that I will not like right now. Screwed me over last night. Anyways, the Penguins are minus 115 favorites on a second leg of a back-to-back in a traveling spot. Total of 6.5.
Pass. I have this game projected for 3.38 to 3 in favor of the Penguins. I see a goalie advantage, though, towards the Sabres. Having DeSmith in net for Pittsburgh and I'm projecting Eric Comrie in net for the Sabres. Neither are confirmed. It could be Craig Anderson as well. If it is, I'll redo my numbers. We have time. I'll repunch in what Anderson's numbers are here. See if there's a difference in what I would be looking at in this game if it is Anderson compared to Comrie, because Anderson's been good this year. Granted, he's only played 3 games. 8.19 expected goals against, and he's only given up 5, which is pretty good. 8.19, which means he's actually creates out at a really good goalie. Only playing 3 games, though. It's kind of concerning. But yeah, I'm going to repunch in the numbers here for that game, and I'll figure out that. But for right now, it is a pass for me in this game.
So what I'm hearing is Sabres money line, Sabres for the cup. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. That is your short NHL slate today. It's beautiful. All right, now we get 11 NBA games. I'm running it back. Sabres money line, anytime goal scorer, Mr. TNT Tage Thompson. I like it. Let's start some NBA though, Nick.
Yeah, by the way, I recrunched the numbers. Now, these may be a little bit skewed because Anderson's only played 3 starts, but now I have it projected 3 to 1.89. There's a pretty significant difference between Comrie and Anderson so far this season.
Fair.
So I'll consider Buffalo. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, though.
That's okay. How about some NBA, Nick? We got a nice big slate.
Yeah, we'll kick it on off here. The Philadelphia 76ers are hosting the Washington Wizards. So we have 3 Philly teams in action tonight. Oh boy. The Sixers set -7, total 218.5 in this game. My projected lines for this one was Sixers -9, so 2-point lean towards that, and a 220.5. So 2-point lean towards the over in this game. Neither enough to bet it. So this is a pass for me.
When I did my capping last night, this line was not out. For whatever reason, it came out this morning. I know this might sound crazy. I lean towards the dog. In Washington, Philadelphia has just been kind of a mess this year, and I don't think they deserve to be a 7-point favorite. I know it's at home, but they've kind of struggled at home. Washington has been sneaky. I'll give them that. Washington has been a very sneaky team so far this year, and they just played each other. This is the last game that these two teams played against each other. I might have to be jumping on another dog. I'm gonna grab Washington, plus the points in the money line as well. I didn't realize that fell into my my thing where if two teams are playing against each other, whoever wins the first night, I switch it up for the second night. Granted, this is the first game was in Washington, second game's in Philly. I want to go after Washington in this game. Go ahead, give me some because the Washington was in a bad spot last time where they were on a second leg of a back-to-back. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Washington plus the points.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't see enough to get involved in this game.
There you go. Yo. What's up, Joe? My picks were gold last night. Parlay cash. There you go. Yay, NBA. There you go. I'm not reading that as joking. Tim, thanks for changing my mind about the Heat game. I just felt like it was a trap spot, and I could have been wrong, so that works. Like Tim says, you don't have to convince me anymore. Sabres money line might add the reverse puck line as well. I like to see it. Love to see it. By the way, I don't have an NHL play of the day because I did not touch anything in that Philly game, and I can't use the Sabres game as a play of the day. Had Heat and Bulls and Stars in every parlay. Hell yeah, dude. The spread 8 when I was looking at it around midnight-ish. Yeah, exactly. It's moved down. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on Washington as we speak. Hell yeah, Washington spread money line. I can't go -2.5, but I'll grab the spread and the money line. Let's do this. All right, we'll go ahead and move on to this game, Nick.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm typing in my what do you call it?
No, it's only 6.5 for Washington now. That's fine. I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, we get the next matchup here. The Boston Celtics are at the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Celtics are favorites in this game, -2. Total 220 in this game. My projected line for this game is 222 on the total, so a 2-point lean towards the over. But the more significant thing here for me is the wrong team's favored. We get the Cavaliers at home. I have them projected 3.5 point favorites in this game, not 2-point dogs. Cavaliers +2 for me is where I'm going for this game. I'm seeing a nice bit of value here, 5.5 points of value here with the Cavs. So I'm going Cavs +2 in this game.
I did not bet it, but if I was going to, sorry, Nick, I'd be on the opposite side. I feel like this is, I don't want to say it's a trap line, but a lot of people are going to see a 5-1 team at home and they're plus money. That just seems like a little chappy to me. Celtics a 2-point favorite in this game. They've kind of struggled this year. I believe these two teams have already played each other, and Cleveland won that game. Granted, there's been a game in between at least for both sides, but I don't know. I'm not saying it's a trap spot, but it just feels like one. I would lean towards Boston, but I'm not betting this game. So, good luck, Nick. I hope your stuff hits.
Yeah, me too.
Philly didn't have Embiid and did cover. Exactly. Celtics that collapse in their last meeting, revenge spot. Have fun. I decided to stay off that game. Not enough value on it. I did bet this game.
Yeah, I did not get to this game, and it shocks me because I've been on one of these teams a few times this year. The Bulls are 5.5 point home favorites, total of 224 in this game. My projected line for this one was, oh wow, it's a 5.5 now.
Yeah.
Oh. I may make him. No, it's 5 on my book. That's what kept me off. I have this as Chicago minus 2.5 in this game, so I have them as slight favorites. With a projected total in this game of 231. Whoa, really? Did I just completely miss this? Yeah. Wow. Okay, I completely missed this look. I like the over in this game. Kind of interested in that what the Hornets team total is. Hornets team total over 109.5. I have the 2.5 point lean towards the Hornets in this game, and I really like the over. I'm gonna take the team total over 109.5 with the Chicago Bulls on the second half of a back-to-back here. Team total over 109.5 with the Charlotte Hornets.
You like the Hornets? Okay,
Yep.
cool. I'll take your team total and I'll raise you the points in the money line. I'm already on it. Charlotte has been a sneaky team this year, and you get and with it you get a Bulls team that's on a second leg of a back-to-back. I got Hornets plus 5.5, and I got them plus 180. I think it's a good spot for them. They're a sneaky team. I thought they were going to be very I thought Indiana was going to be the team that Charlotte's going to be this year. Now I'm thinking Charlotte. Charlotte's going to be the one team, kind of like Cleveland last year, where they covered a lot. And whenever you get them at plus points, I'm going to take shots with them on the money line because they're going to be plus money a lot. I'm going to run it. Hornets plus the points in the money line for me.
I can get on with that.
Love fading teams on back-to-backs. Exactly. We'll keep on rolling. Speaking about teams on back-to-backs.
Yeah, we have the Miami Heat. They are hosting the Sacramento Kings in this game. The Heat coming in off of a back-to-back. Last night they played the Warriors. My projected line for this game is, if I can find the game. There we go. Miami is a 3-point favorite.
Yep, there you go.
That's my projected line for this game, with the total being a 226.5. So I like I like the over in this game. I like Sacramento. So instead of I don't like doubling up on an NBA games. That's not something I particularly want to do. If I like a side and a total, I will play a team total instead. And that's exactly where I went for this game. I'm going to take the Sacramento Kings team total over 108 at minus 110 and ask them to give me 109 points because I think this game goes over, and I think that Sacramento is a live dog in this game. So I'm going to go ahead, take Sacramento team total over 108 at minus 110.
Stop me if you've heard this before. I like the dog. I took the Kings plus the points in the money line. You get Miami on a second leg of a back-to-back after a crazy game against the Warriors. Yeah, go ahead, sign me up for the Kings. Kings are going to be a scrappy team as well this year. 4-2 against the spread. Only times they didn't cover, game 1 against Portland when they were favorited, and then their fourth game against Memphis when they were 2.5-point dogs. Other than that, covered against the Clippers, covered against the Warriors, covered against the Heat, covered against, won outright versus the Heat, and then won outright versus the Hornets. Sacramento's starting to win. They've won their last 2. I'm going to go ahead and back them today. And the thing is with me, I have, 7 dogs today? Does that sound right? 7 dogs? Something in that nature. I only need to hit 3 or 4 of them. I could hit 3. I could hit 3 of them, have a couple of them cover, and I'm good to go. So I'm going to take the Kings outright in this game as well.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Washington Capitals. No one wants to win games.
They're also hurt. The Capitals.
Panthers overrated.
They're missing their best defenseman, a couple of their power play guys. Like they're missing a lot.
Panthers overrated. Yep. Morning.
Yes, they are.
Good morning. Yeah. The Pens bet lost last night. Yep, they did. We'll keep on rolling through these games, Nick.
Yeah, we'll look at the next one here, which is the New York Knicks hosting the Atlanta Hawks in this game. 2-point favorites are the Knicks. Total 33 in this game. My projected lines for this one here is 231.5, so a 1.5 point lean towards the under in this game. This line has climbed. It opened up around 228.5, I believe. And then my projected line for this game is New York minus 2.5. So half point lean towards the Knicks, 1.5 point lean towards the under. No play in this game.
Yeah, this one's not one that I got to. Although I was leaning towards the Knicks. They're 3-0 at home to start off the year, but I didn't see much value in this one. This one's close to a pick 'em. The Hawks have actually played kind of decent this year. They just got completely blown out by 30 points to Toronto, but if only the total wasn't that high. I was kind of looking at an over, but 233, holy crap. But if you look at the two teams, it makes sense. Atlanta's gone over in their last 5, and the Knicks have gone over in 5 out of their 6 games. The only one that they didn't go over was when they played Orlando, and Orlando only put up 102.
Yeah, I had the over in that game.
I had the over in that game as well. I got it at like 219, and it just fell apart. But I kind of lean towards the over in this game, but not at 233. Pass. I'm doing the Bulls minus 6.5. It's a loser. They're on a second leg of a back-to-back after a big win versus who did they play last night? Nets. After a big win versus the Nets? No, I wouldn't do it. I gotta go Bulls at home if they got their starters in, even on a back-to-back. You have fun with that. 7-0 Phillies. Hey, weren't you the one that predicted Padres and Yankees in the World Series? So there you go. Spurs money line got a shot. It does. We'll talk about that game next. Harper, whatever. Marketing, Utah, double. Sure. Bring it. I like it. Let's keep on running through these games, Nick.
Yeah, the Toronto Raptors are at the San Antonio Spurs in this one here. Raptors 7-point favorites, total 224 in this game. Projected line for this one's almost a dog play for me. I have this game at a 4.5, which is 2.5 point lean towards the towards the San Antonio Spurs. I have this game at a 222.5. So it's a 1.5 point lean towards the under. But right now for me, it is a no play. If you give me 7 and a hook, I'll take the Spurs.
I was close to grabbing the Spurs. I will say I was, but I felt like I had enough dogs already. That being said, the Spurs will be one of the dogs that wins. I'm not taking the Raptors on the road. If this was at home, maybe. But looking at the Spurs this year, apparently nobody told them that they were trying to tank because they're 5-2 to start off the year. I don't think Pop knows what tanking is though. So
yeah.
But the only games that they lost was the opening game of the year and against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Other than that, they've won against Indiana as a dog, Philly as a dog, Minnesota as a dog, the Bulls as a dog, and Minnesota as a dog. They have not been favored in any game, and they've won 5 out of the 7 all as dogs, including the most impressive one for me was when they beat Philadelphia as 13.5 point dogs.
Yeah.
I leaned San Antonio. I just didn't pull the trigger. So next, I like Spurs and maybe Trailblazers. Blazers are another team I just didn't get to. We'll see. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Nick, I know you have a point differential difference in the Heat and Bulls games. Do you think it has anything to do with the back-to-back?
When I do my power rankings do not attribute to back-to-back, so I manually adjust those 2 points for teams on a back-to-back.
Fair enough. There you go. All right. Speaking of dogs, let's keep moving on.
Yeah, we have the LA Clippers and the Houston Rockets here, minus 5.5 with the Clippers, total 223. I have Clippers as a 3-point favorite in this game. So 2.5 point lean towards the Rockets, almost a play on the Rockets there for me. 224.5, my projected total. So 1.5 points value towards the over. No play for me at the moment. If I can get a 6.5 with the Rockets, I'll take them.
I don't need it an extra point. I got the Rockets plus the points in the money line. Yep, another dog. 180 on the money line, 5.5 total. 5.5 on the spread. You get the Rockets at home against a Clippers team that's just been awful this year. Plus, we just saw these two teams play, and Houston lost by 2 points. I think Houston wins this game outright today. We have seen, so since the Clippers won and covered versus the Lakers, they have not covered in 6 straight games. Didn't cover versus the Kings. They lost outright to Phoenix. They lost back-to-back games to the Thunder. They lost to New Orleans, and they barely beat Houston. I don't think they barely beat Houston today. I think they lose outright. Go ahead, give me the Houston Rockets. They covered in 5 out of their 8 games. They've been dogs, and they're just doing their job. Give me some Houston Rockets tonight. Let's ride. Clippers. Nope. Not a chance. Not a chance that I'm trying to back a 1-6 team against the spread. Also kind of think it's a Lakers spot for a late night. Nope. Wouldn't be surprised if all 3 win. Plus 2,000. No to the Lakers. That's the only favorite I took today is the Pelicans, but we'll talk about that one. But speaking of dogs.
Oh boy, please don't tell me. Milwaukee Bucks, 11.5 point home favorites, total 223 in this game. My projected line for this game, Milwaukee minus 14. So this was almost a play on the Bucks for me. If I can get lower than the 11, I would take them there. And my projected line for this game, for the total, is a 228. Oh. Ooh, 228 is my projected total for this game. So I'm actually going to probably make a play on this over here at 223 because I'm seeing 5 points of value here with the over with Milwaukee. And yeah, I'm going to take the over 223 in this game. I see a little bit of value here with that. So give me over 223 minus 110.
Give me Detroit plus the points in the money line. Yes, I did. You saw last game. Detroit almost won outright versus Milwaukee. And that was an awful spot for Detroit. Because Detroit just came off of a second leg of a back-to-back where they won against the Warriors. And then they almost beat Milwaukee. I'm sorry. That's not right. Milwaukee had a couple of days rest. Had enough rest to outdo them. This is now a second game between these two teams back to back. Milwaukee won the first one. I'm taking the Detroit Pistons to win the second one. I got them at plus 11, and probably my biggest money line that you're going to see on the site for a while, $5. Let's ride. I will say, Nick, I'm taking these chances because I can. Because I'm up 10 units in the NBA, I have a little bit of room to work with. So I'm taking some big chances. If we hit Detroit tonight, everything else is good. Everything else is good. So give me the Pistons. Pistons Nation, let's ride. Let's do it. Pelicans, money line, take the -3. I hate that, but I'm doing it. They got to win some huge games with LeBron and Davis both in. Nope. Tim, there's no bloody way that the Pistons beat the Bucks. I already bet it. You don't have to convince me. Tailing over Pistons, terrible shot, and just got out to a slow start Monday. And they almost won. It's full Detroit Lenny, Detroit plus 11.5. There you go. Rockets money line without a doubt. I like the Rockets today. Yes, Rockets. Let's run it. I could see Detroit more than the Rockets. I could see both. I mean, who called Detroit beating the Golden State Warriors the other night? I mean, who? Oh, sorry. Anyways, speaking of dogs.
Oh my god. Another one? Mavericks are
one.
5.5-point home favorites, total 221.5 in this game. Let's see. Take a look here. My projected line for this game is Dallas -8. So almost a play on the Mavericks here. 2.5 points of value for me on them. And then my projected line for this game, what I end up playing in this one, is 216.5. So I like the under 221. That's what I got it at. 221.5 is fine as well, obviously. I think this line is just, there's value on this under here. 5 points on my according to my lines. So I'm taking the under 221 here, Mavericks and Jazz.
Give me the Jazz. Points and money line. I know I have a lot of dogs today. It's just what I like. You get the Jazz, who have been really good this year. 6-2, 5-3 against the spread. Not to mention Utah's been solid offensively, 117.5 points a game. So they're scoring on the offense, and their defense has actually been halfway decent. About actually mid-pack, but for what we expected, we did not expect this. They've won 2 straight games now, and 3 out of their last 4. The only loss was a 16-point loss to the Nuggets. They coming off of back-to-back wins versus Memphis, and I think this Utah team looks really, really good right now. I'm gonna take a shot. Give me Utah plus the points in the money line. Let's run it. That's my last dog of the day.
Okay, good. You're done with dogs?
I'm done with dogs.
You sure you don't want to take the Lakers?
I'm on the Pelicans. I had the Pistons in a parlay against the Warriors. There you go. I had the Pistons as well. I didn't catch that show, so it doesn't count. You could check the EarleSportsBets.com website where we have all of our plays listed. You can see that I'm 47-41 in the NBA, up 10.6 units, number 1 on the site. Anyways, they're all checked over there. I love my Jazz spread and money line while it's still hot. Got it. And the thing is, this is the best time of the year to bet a lot of dogs, because later on in the year, it's going to be a lot of chalk and a lot of favorites, so it won't be as fun. But now, grab your dogs while you can, while they still think they have a shot. All right, 2 games left, Nick.
Yeah, this is one I do have a play on. This is the last game I have a play on here. Memphis Grizzlies are at the Portland Trailblazers in this game. Grizzlies -4.5. Total of 226.5. My projected line for this game, Portland -2.5. I have Portland as a slight favorite in this game. That's how low my numbers are on Memphis so far this season. My projected line for this game, 230. So 3.5 points of value towards the over. I did take the Trailblazers team total over 110.5. I think that this is a game that they can come out here, just give me 111 points. I don't care if they win. I don't care if they cover. You come out here, you give me 111 points, and we move on. So I'm on the Portland Trailblazers team total over 110.5 at -110.
This is one that I didn't get to. It's just I gotta see what happened, because this one opened up as a 2-point spread. Now it's 4.5. So what happened to push this spread? Who is out for the team for Portland? Still no Damian Lillard, but he will remain out for that game. Hopes to have him back during their 6-game road trip that begins on Friday. All right, at least that's good. There's not really much. I don't understand why this line moves so much then. I guess I would lean towards Portland, but once again, you get a team at home that's a 4.5 point dog, but they're 5-1 this year against a team that's 4-3 and just came off of 2 losses. Memphis might end up being the play, but I'm not going after this game. I laid off of it.
Yeah.
Blazers money line the over. Have fun. We'll go to this final game, Nick.
Yeah, the Pelicans are -3, total of 228.5 in this game. I have this game Pelicans -2.5, And I have this game projected at 230.5 as the total. So 2-point lean towards the over, half-point lean towards the Fakers. No play in this game.
You know what the most profitable trend in the NBA is right now?
Fading the Lakers.
Fading the Lakers. You're 1-5. You're 5-1 this year. Fading the Lakers. Actually, I think the only thing that's more profitable is betting Portland money line every game. San Antonio money line every game is the only other thing that's a little bit more profitable, I think. I'm fading the Lakers. New Orleans -3. I'm going to do this every game. I'm just going to do it. This team's going to be bad this year. We kind of expected them to be bad. They're not making the playoffs. Give me the Pelicans. I'm high on the Pelicans. And besides not having Ingram, they're pretty much fully healthy this game. So go ahead, sign me up for some Pels.
So how long until they adjust? And
Books?
Yeah.
They'll adjust a little bit, but fading the Lakers every single game will be profitable this year. Joe, what's your craziest parlay of the day? I believe he said something about having Spurs and Trailblazers, and then adding the Lakers and it's plus 2,000. So there you go. But I don't like the Laker play. But that is all. Oh, okay.
Yeah, come on, Tim. I get it. You don't care anymore, but we still have World Series baseball to talk about. So I want to talk about this game because I like this series. I'm having fun with this series because I've been making money this series. Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Houston Astros in this game. Christian Javier and Aaron Nola is your pitching matchup in this one. Nola did not look particularly good in his first appearance in this series. It was in game 1 where they came back and won 6-5. He gave up 5 earned runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 4 1/3 innings pitched. And then on the other side, Christian Javier, I believe this is his first appearance of the series. He's pitched in 2 playoff games so far. Against the Yankees, he shut him out in 5 1/3 innings. No earned runs on 1 hit, 3 walks. And the other game, he went 1 1/3 in relief against the Mariners. Gave up 1 earned run on 1 hit and 1 1/3 innings pitched. For me, shock. I know. Phillies first 5. They cashed again last night. It's now 9-2-3 this postseason. And I'm going to ride it out until they win the World Series this year. And maybe I might start doubling up on the Phillies, taking them first 5 in full game money lines. Because this Phillies team seems like a team of destiny. And even though I'm scared of that bullpen, you know what? Screw it. I'll take the full game money line as well. -103 for the Phillies in this game. First 5 full games, double up here with the Philadelphia Phillies on the money line. I think this is a massive pitching advantage here as well with Aaron Nola over Christian Javier. And the question is now, does this series go back to Houston? Because the Phillies have yet to lose at Citizens Bank Park. So give me the Phillies. First 5 full game money line here. They go up 3-1 in the series.
Sheesh, I hope not. I would lean Astros. I'm not betting it. I really couldn't care less anymore. These are 2 teams that I really don't want to see the Phillies win the World Series. I don't. The Astros, fine. I don't really care about the Astros. But God, if I have to see another NL East team win a World Series, I'm gonna. Anyways, I didn't bet this game. No interest. Sure. Kansas suspends men's basketball coach Bill Self for the first 4 games.
Huh.
ESPN alert. Interesting. It's wagon time. Phillies first 5 until we have a winner. There you go.
Yep.
College football leans for today. How about the over in the what do you call it game? The Bowling Green. And I like Bowling Green. Disregard seeing the score now. There you go. Putting it together now, please hold. Baseball is over. It is. It's been over for like the last month. So anyways,
we still got a couple more games.
Whatever. We'll go ahead and pay some bills and stuff. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, picks and parlays, premium plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. I will preface this now. I'm still waiting for the lines to come out for college basketball. 5 days away, and we still don't get lines. This is ridiculous. But once they come up, you're going to want to be on this, because last year, November and December were phenomenal. We were up like 75 units or something on the site in college basketball, November and December. So that's the big time of the year that me and Nick are the strongest. You should hop on it now. So go ahead, check it out. Links down in the description below. Also, #1 in the site for NBA as well. We put up all of our plays the night before. Even if we talk about them now, I beat a lot of line movements. There's been plenty of times where I'll put up a play the night before, and it'll drop 3 to 4 points by the time we hit the show. That's the difference between a win and a loss sometimes. So if you guys want to jump on that, go ahead. And then other promo stuff.
DraftKings is the official sponsor of Earle Sports Bets. Bet $5 on any NFL team and earn $200 in free bets. Use the link in the description below or download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use Earle PNP when you sign. Seeing any cool concerts or rooting on your favorite team at the stadium? Go to SeatGeek and use code ESB at checkout to get $20 off your first purchase.
There we go. Do a little bit of recapping for today, Nick. Dogs. All of these are points and money line, so I don't have to say it over and over again. Sacramento, Detroit, Houston, Charlotte, Utah. All of them outright. And then the Pelicans as well. No NHL play of the day for me because there's only 2 games. I decided not to do anything in the Toronto game, and I'm not allowed to do anything per my rule in the Buffalo Sabres game. So, no NHL play of the day, although I'm 7-9 with up 4.6 units. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah. In the World Series, game number 4, Phillies, first 5 full game money lines, -110, -103. In the NHL, Toronto, Philadelphia, over 6.5. College football, I took the Broncos +4.5 in that game, over 47.5 between Western Michigan and Bowling Green. And then I actually got a little bit of NBA action today. Sacramento Kings team total over 108. Cavaliers +2. The Charlotte Hornets team total over 109.5. The under 221 with Dallas and Utah. Blazers team total over 110.5. And the over 223 with Detroit and Milwaukee.
There you go. There you go. Bowling Green team total over 26.5. They can get 4 touchdowns against Western, right? Should be able to. He'll have his parlay ready for game time decision. There you go. If it's Calgren all over Philadelphia money line.
If they confirm it's Calgren, I'll take the Flyers team total over.
No, Damian Lillard's not playing tonight. He'll be back, I believe, Friday's game. But that's not 100% confirmed. All right, Nick, I'll let you go ahead and wrap up the stream for today.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here at ESB, which is every single morning, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. I want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Good luck.
See you guys.